Welcome to the Morristown Uke Jam. All of our videos have song sheets with lyrics, chords, and chord pictures. Right at the top of the video description, you'll find a link to download the song sheet for this song. For free, of course. If you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, check out our Dropbox. And if you like this video and want hundreds more ukulele tutorials, then subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course. Both are free. And then come play with us sometime in Morristown on some Wednesday evening. Why Worry by Dire Straits. And by the way, if you don't do finger work or arpeggios or anything like that, I'm going to show you a simpler strumming way to play this song after the song. Baby, I see this world has made you sad. Some people can be bad. Things they do, things they say. But baby, I'll wipe away those bitter tears. I'll chase away those restless fears. Turn your blue skies into gray. Why worry? There should be laughter after pain. There should be sunshine after rain. These things have always been the same. So why worry now? Why worry now? Baby, when I get down I turn to you, and you make sense of what I do. And though it isn't hard to say, but baby, just when this world seems mean and cold, our love comes shining red and gold. And all the rest is by the way. Why worry? There should be laughter after pain. There should be sunshine after rain. These things have always been the same. So why worry now? Why worry now? Love you, Mark Knopfler. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Dire Straits. What a wonderful lullaby. I love that song. Okay, I'm going to do the easiest version of this first. So if you're looking for exactly what I just did, you'll have to skip ahead. I'm guessing more people will be interested in strumming it. So I'm going to show you what that would be like now. You can do almost any strum. You can just do pause, pause, pause. I'm playing the intro right now, by the way. Pause. 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 See how pretty? It's already, it's not as pretty as the version that I did, but it is pretty. Very, very pretty song. So you can do that simple strum. I would simply, I would discourage you from strumming too hard, which means just the gentle strum will sound more relaxing. It'll sound more like a lullaby then. You know, don't do a bouncy one, by the way. Make it even. Right? Not the bouncy. Don't do that. So make it even, but also I would say strum gently. And you can practice. I'm playing with one finger. You can practice trying to make it sound gentle and lovely, because it is that. It's not a rock song. It's a gentle, lovely song. So try to play it that way. But then I'm going to go over the chord transitions, and then I'm going to do the finger work, because the finger work is going to take a lot longer, and I'll show you exactly what I did. But okay, chord transitions. Now, right in the intro, you've got a G, right? From the G, your ring finger is on the right string. It's the only one on the right string. But so from the G, you can slide down to a D, and you're back to a G. See how your ring finger is staying stuck to the fretboard there, right? So then, and then second line, now you have to move them all. By the way, if you have trouble with the G fifth, you can just play another G. You can do that. Every time I have a G fifth in this song, if you want to just play another G, you can. It won't sound quite as good, but it won't sound wrong. It won't be wrong. It'll just have not quite as much style. Okay? So, but you can do that. If you're a beginner and you can't do it, you can't make it to the G5, then go to the G. So second line then, I'm going up to here, right? And I have to jump. None of the fingers are going to stay in place. I'm going to jump up. But then I'm going to put my ring finger down on the C, because the A9, you might have never played an A9 before, but that's not a hard chord, right? So from the C, I slide my ring finger down to an A9 rather, and now I just have to move it over one. And the D suspended fourth, you might never have played that chord either, but all you have to do is move it forward. Move your ring finger forward. That's what you're doing, from D to D suspended fourth to D. Okay, that's the intro, and it's also the verse. Now here's the intro part 2, which is also the chorus. So from there you go back to a G, and then with the way I'm playing it, I'm playing C and a second position D. This is D. This is also D. I call it second position. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. It goes all the way up. You can play all the way up at the neck. But so this is also a D, but by playing it this way, you hear the kind of the melody. You hear the highest voice, the soprano, going, right? There should be laughter after pain. There should be sunshine after rain. These things have always been, you know, you hear that. You hear that. Anyway, so the way I do that, you got the G. I said roll it to the ring finger. I changed my mind. It's more, when I was playing full speed, it feels more relaxed, more comfortable for me. From the G, take your middle finger, slide it up one fret, and now you can drop your D. And then you sort of twist, your index finger is going to go one string over there. So there's your D, slide, and that's all you're doing. And that is the second half of the intro and the chorus. And it's as simple as that, right? So you can play that. Now, what did I do? I did something a little different. I did an arpeggio together with some finger work that imitated Mark Knopfler's work. It wasn't exactly what he did. And he wasn't playing ukulele, he was playing guitar. But in a different key. I changed it to this key because it was easy for ukulele. So, all right. here's what I did. I wrote arpeggio or slow strum throughout. If you want, the next step up from the strum would be to play a simple arpeggio. An arpeggio is when you play a pattern with your right hand. You can change your left hand all you want, change chord to chord to chord, but you play a pattern like this. Well, now I have a low G, but you can do this on a high G too. You can, if you play any pattern, then you can switch up. I've got one finger for each string here, right? And then I just play these strings in whatever pattern sounds nice. Now the way I did it, most of what I did when I started out, I did a strum arpeggio. So I used a single index finger to do the strum, and then I used my thumb. And you could play the entire song this way and it would sound very nice. Let me try it. Baby, I see this world has made you sad. Some people can be bad. Whoops. Things they do, things they say. You notice a change I made. So the arpeggio was simply, I'm going to stay on G right now. Strum, strum, and then from the highest toward the ceiling, going stepping down and back up. That's it. But what I did, every time there was a chord change, even if it was in the middle of that pattern, every time there was a chord change, I did a strum. So, I see this world has made you sad. Some people can be bad. Here it comes. Things they do, things they say. So, with the interruptions, every new chord gets a strum down. You can play the entire song that way if you want. Here's the chorus. Why worry? There should be laughter after pain. There should be sunshine after rain. Sounds nice, right? You can do it that way. Period. Here's what I did. Here's the finger work I did that I didn't write down. It says, see video for panache on the song sheet, right? Here's why I didn't write this down. I wanted it to be reminiscent of Mark Knopfler's work. So now I'm going to try to show you throughout the song what I did. It's highly repetitive, so that helps. Hopefully the video won't be too long. Okay, the G is the arpeggio I said in the intro. I wanted to hear this. It's like, baby, I say this world has made you sad. That's what you're hearing. That's what I'm hearing in the intro when nobody's singing. That's what I'm trying to make it here. And all I'm doing, I'm using my pinky on the A string, number 1 string, first counting from the floor. Okay, now this part is different. Oh, I did it wrong, actually. I didn't switch quick enough. Okay, so I'm doing a little work in there. I'm using multiple fingers and multiple strings, too. This is on the A string. Sorry, 3rd fret, starting on the 3rd fret. So 3rd, 5th, and 7th. And then I'm just plucking the 2nd string, 5th and 3rd. And what I try for and don't always get, all I put in there is D, D suspended 4th, D. But what I really want to hear is this. I want to hear the 2nd string and then the 1st string. I want to hear that step up. So what I try to do is where I try not to play the 1st string at the start. You can hear the difference. Anyway, and then 2nd half of the intro. Okay, I cheated there. I broke the arpeggio. All I did was, I started here, I wanted to hear, so that's what I played. And again. Here's the intro part 2. So that's a mixture of finger work and the arpeggio, right? So what do I do? It says C, or it's a G rather, right? So I got my G here, and then you can see what I'm plucking here. By the way, usually when I pluck, if I can, even when I'm doing finger work, I try to keep the 4 fingers on the 4 strings like that. Sometimes I have to do something else, but these 4 fingers I try to keep assigned to the 4 strings if it's comfortable to do so. I think I do that throughout the song. We'll see. That's how I do that one. So from the G, all I have to do is pick up and then 1 slide. Slide. Pick this one up and drop it back down. And then 1 slide, right? So that's it. And then C, T. Now I'm just going to show you that first, but then I'm going to show you an extra pick. That's all I did during the chorus while I was singing. But then when I got to the intro part 2, when I stopped singing, I added this. It's this. So, I want to hear that. And that, of course, becomes more important at the end of intro part 2, because then you do, sorry, and you hang there. And you hang there a second time, and then, I'm screwing it up now. Okay, I'm going to start again. I'm going to do the whole intro part 2. And I'm screwing it up. Second. Third. Fourth and hold. One, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's the whole song. I think I have explained the entire, everything I've done. So now I'm going to do a slow motion, I'm going to do a slow motion close-up play along. And you can play along any way you like. That is to say, I'm going to do what I did. I'm going to focus here. And I'm going to try to do it. I screw up more often than not when I'm doing things slower than I should. But I'll try to do it correctly. You can play along with the strum. You can play along just with the arpeggio. You can play along with the finger work. You can add something fancier if you want. Here goes. Slow, though. 5, 6, 7, and... Some people can be bad. Things they do, things they say. But baby, I'll wipe away those bitter tears. I'll chase away those restless fears. They turn your blue skies into gray. Why worry? There should be laughter after pain. There should be sunshine after rain. These things have always been the same. So why worry now? Why worry now? Two, three, four. Baby, when I get down, I turn to you, and you make sense of what I do. And though it isn't hard to say, but baby, just when this world seems mean and cold, our love comes shining red and gold, and all the rest is by the way. Why worry when there should be laughter after pain? There should be sunshine after rain. These things have always been the same. So why worry now? Why worry now? See you Wednesday.